So the first Banjo-Kazooie game released almost 20 years ago. Is it 20 years ago? Yeah, 20 years ago. And people liked it. That's why And as of recently, Banjo-Kazooie came out on is appearing in Super Smash Bros. What happened to Banjo-Kazooie? Why have these characters been gone for practically so long? And that's what we'll be asking ourselves today. What happened to Banjo-Kazooie the series? So Banjo-Kazooie is a very old video game franchise that first appeared on the N64. First game that came out was Banjo-Kazooie. It released to critical acclaim by fans of Nintendo and fans of gaming in general. It was released for the Xbox 360 and also released on the WoW Replay Collection. And 2 years later, Banjo-Tooie came out, basically the sequel to Banjo-Kazooie. Basically, they added a bunch of new features to. It's basically more. If you like the first game, you'll like the second game. It had a new plot. It had a different plot of the bad guy of the bad person of the first game, Gruntilda, trying to do more of her evil deeds. And then Microsoft bought WoW, and what happened? There was some. There was a handheld game called Grunty's Revenge. Um, and there was also a release. There was also a game called Banjo Pilot, and it was similar to Mario Kart. And of course, WoW Replay came out, of course, in 2015. Then the last Banjo-Kazooie game ever made was Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. It was a game where we could build stuff, and it was the first Banjo-Kazooie game to release not on a Nintendo console. But then, Banjo-Kazooie is just gone. He did appear in Sonic and All-Stars Racing, and he had a skin in Minecraft, and also, he appeared in Diddy Kong Racing, the original N64 game in 1997, before the game actually came out. But other than that, history, Banjo-Kazooie, there was another game that was supposed to come out for the GameCube called Banjo-Free, but of course, as it was, the game never came out. And then let's not forget, now we have to talk about the spiritual successor, Yako-Wayway. On February 10th, 2015, basically a bunch of former WoW employees wanted to make a new spiritual successor called Yako-Wayway. It came out on the Xbox One, PS4, and all those other and basically everything besides the Wii U, so you can make it on the Switch. It also came out on the Switch, and it's also getting a sequel as well. And that's basically about Yako-Wayway. It's related to Banjo-Kazooie because Yako-Wayway was inspired by Banjo-Kazooie. And the history of Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie came out and stuff. Stop and Swap also was made. And what was the Stop and Swap was put in. Well, also made another filed a patent for Stop and Swap, and basically nothing ever was heard again. And Banjo-Kazooie was put on Xbox Live, and that's basically it. So basically, I just think what really happened to Banjo-Kazooie is basically what happened to WoW as a company. WoW is now a salvage for myself. As we all know, ever since Microsoft bought WoW, WoW has been a salvage for myself. The last game they made was Sea of Thieves, which was terrible, which was an understatement because Sea of Thieves was completely awful, and basically, from that said, the best game WoW ever made. Really. And they also made Project Spark, Let's Beat It Conquer, and Killer Instinct is came back, and everybody forgot that game existed. And of course, Battletoads is being made as well. And that's basically it. They also made a bunch of Connect games. That's good. That's cool, I guess. So basically, Banjo-Kazooie is dead because Microsoft has grabbed Rare and threw him in the garbage. But at least Banjo-Kazooie is in Smash Brothers, so at least where people get to see him one last time before he is put on the wayside by Microsoft and basically back into the closet of all Microsoft's forgotten IPs because they refuse to make a proper game instead of making whatever this is. They made Banjo fat in the game. Why? Do not know.